Everyone, Chelsea here, and in this video, I'll be covering Flow Designer inside of ServiceNow. So inside of ServiceNow, you have the ability to go ahead and custom code things with JavaScript, but you also have the ability to use Flow Designer to help set up automations without using code. So Flow Designer is a non-technical interface for building and enabling processes automation capabilities known as flows. And so to access this inside of ServiceNow, you navigate to the All, Process Automation, and then Flow Designer. So it can help with building out business logic, application, different processes, such as if you want an email automatically sent out, if you want approvals, tasks, notification, record operations, those can all be set up with Flow Designer. So when you navigate to that section inside of ServiceNow, you have different triggers. So triggers is the start of a flow. It can be record-based, date-based, application-based. So right here, you'll select what type of trigger that you want. And the record-based, that triggers a flow after a record's been created or updated. The date base runs on a specific date or times, could be scheduled in intervals. And then the application trigger, that starts a flow when the application meets a specific need or conditions been met. So you can go ahead and select which one and it'll give you more data. And the trigger is what starts that flow component. So actions happen after the trigger is started. Actions are operations executed by the system, such as looking up a record, updating a field, a value, requesting approval, or logging a value. So as you see here, when you click the action button, it gives a lot of different drop downs of things that were installed, and there's also default ones as well. Like for example, ask for approval, create an update record, create task. But this then gets the action started. And each time that you add an action to a flow, Flow Designer adds a data pill to store its results. So for example, on this side here, you have data, and you can see the trigger. Once somebody asks for approval, it goes to incident record, for example, here. So the data section of the Flow Designer contains data pills that can be used for additional actions. And to reference the data stored on the data pill, you drag and drop. So for example, it has these options here. I could click the incident record, I could drag and drop. So for example, it has the action, ask for approval, and then it will go into the incident record. You could select incident table and you just drag and drop it as well. And you can also click this icon, which is the data pill icon, and that'll give you more options as well. And there's also an integration hub inside of ServiceNow. So this offers pre-built sets of integration actions that can interact with different third-party applications. So for example, if you had DocuSign and you wanted that integrated into your system's workflow, you can. Or if you had Microsoft Teams, you can integrate that, and they can be actions throughout the workflows as well. And they're referred to as spokes in ServiceNow. And here's an image of the process automation designer. This also is similar to like a task board where you have different columns, you can drag and drop things. You can use it also as a task board too. It is a process automation designer that enables the owner to author to cross enterprise workflows and create a single unified process. It can be used to provide end users with a simplified task-oriented view of your process. So you create a process definition with triggers, lanes, and activities, which you can see here. And then you can activate the process definition. Multiple areas of the platform can be triggered with it. And this system also creates a process execution. So this definitely helps with like internal communication too, of just knowing where things are throughout the process by having and utilizing these task boards with Process Automation Designer. Instead of ServiceNow, there's also virtual agent, which that is a conversational platform. It helps users to get information, make decisions, perform tasks, and it is a messaging platform. So just like a messaging chatbot, it's similar to that. It's called virtual agent. And for example, if you have an employee that needs help with something or they need like something to find, they can use that chatbot and that can help give them data, which can help them perform their work. So this includes knowledge bases, it includes service catalogs and more. And then you can also have a live agent support too. So you have that option too, where a user can just switch to a human agent and get assistance for help that they need as well. But that is about Flow Designer and the capabilities also within ServiceNow.